Well, hello, my honor students. I'm off to the doctor. Excuse me. So, you get to watch this video. Now, remember, we already did several laws of exponents. The first one, which really is not a law, but I made it a law. I have that power. Which is if you're adding two things that have the same base, you add the coefficients, the numbers in the front. So 4x plus 7x equals 11x. If I said 8x squared plus 4x plus 11x squared, I could only add the x squared terms. I cannot combine the x squared with the x. It's got to be the same base. Now, of course, that would be 19x squared plus 4x. The next law, which is a real law, is what do you do when you multiply two things same base? So if I have x cubed times x squared, and we found out that when you multiply two things same base, you add the powers. So this would be x to the fifth. It's not the best picture in the world, is it? Oh, well, I tried. Okay, then we had the last law that we did last week was what do you do when you have a base to a power and you raise it to another power? Well, we're going to have to go with it. I don't know what's up. But when you have a base to a power like x cubed to the 10th, and you raise another power, you multiply the powers. Okay, let's continue with it. What do you do when you have a product to a power? So, for example, if I have 2x and I want to cube it. So I could, I don't know why I would normally, but I could write this as 2x times 2x times 2x. Then use the second rule, or law, and multiply 2. 2 is 8, x cubed. Well, another thing I could have did was just cube both terms. So the rule is when you have a product to a power, you raise both to that power. So if I said, what is x to the 6th, y to the 10th, to the 4th, you'd say, what is x to the 6th to the 4th, and x to the 10th to the 4th? I don't know why this is such a bad picture. So, rule is when you have a base to a power raised on another power, you multiply. So it'd be x to the 24th, y to the 40th. Law number 5. What do you do when you have a fraction raised to a power? And the same rule applies as the product. You just raise both to that power. So if I said, what is 2/3 cubed? You would say, well, that is 2 cubed. 3 cubed, which would be 8 over 27. Okay. You know, I was going to do another law, but I think I'm going to stop there. I have a worksheet for you to do. Since this is a short class, go to Schoology and get the worksheet and then finish her up. I will see you.